Okay, hello everybody. So I will be doing lesson 28, which is aiding API security. Oh, sorry, API security. So in this lesson, we apply a few security strategies to our API route. Without a browser to store cookies, some external applications may find it difficult to use our API without a way to verify the user's identity. So I will be doing from 28.4. I'm doing it with my peer Yasmin, who is navigating for me. Yasmin, I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, Martha, I can hear you and I can see your screen. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. So using JSON web tokens, we can build a secure API using cookies, but the API's functionality still depends on its clients to support and store those cookies. Consider someone who writes a script to run requests against our API solely from their terminal window. For example, in this case, if we want to apply user authentication on incoming requests, we need some way to keep track of which users are requesting and whether they've recently logged in. So here we have a table, part of JWTs. We have the header, the payload, the signature, and then we have our listing 28.4. So creating a login action for the API in user controller.js. Let's go to our controller, user controller.js. So we have an API authenticate function. It uses a passport for authentication, calls passport.authenticate local to check if the user's email and password are correct. It also handles successful authentication. So if a valid user is found, it will create a JSON web token containing the user's ID. The token has an expiration date of 1 day, and then the server responds with a JSON object containing success, true token, signed token. Also handles failed authentication. And then the middleware flow is the request, response, and next. Ensures this works as an express middleware. So now this token can be used for 24 hours to make requests to secured API endpoints. And then in our listing 28.5, we have an example of the response that we get for a successful JSON web token authentication in the terminal. So to secure all API endpoints, we're going to add an action to verify incoming JSON web tokens and add that middleware for every API route. So we're going to add the code in listing 28.6 in our user controller.js. So we going to retrieve the JSON web token. So it gets the token from the request headers token, it verifies the token, checks the user, and handles invalid tokens. So it ensures that the request has a valid JSON web token belonging to a real user before allowing access. So we can test our JSON web token by running another call command in terminal and identifying the token in the request headers. And then with token from listing 28.5, the command looks like listing 28.7. So creating the verification action for the API in user controller.js. So, in this lesson, we learned how to implement three security tokens on our API. The first strategy is a simple security token that can be used by all clients. The second strategy requires generating a new random token for each user upon creation. Then in the third approach, we use JWTs to provide the most secure option for authenticating users to access our APIs. Yasmin, I hope everything was clear on your side, and you let me know if you have any questions.
Yes, if all was clear, I will be continuing on from where you left off in
No,
a separate video.
no problem. Thank you.